Hello and welcome to Chip Advisor. Yes, hello there. I'm Phil, and this is Chip Advisor, the random food-based podcast. I'm here with Mike. How are you, Mike?
How now, brown cow? Very well. I have a question, but I'll pose it when you've introduced everybody else.
Okay, exciting. Okay, I can hear the listeners.
Harry, where's Harry? Harry!
I'm over here.
Are you okay, Harry?
No, I'm struggling. I'm trying not to breathe at the moment because I was told I was heavy breathing, like some sort of illicit telephoner, and so yeah, I'm controlling my breathing, so as not to distract the listeners from all the interesting things we are going to talk about. I also just had to change my top prior to coming on because it was the old stripy number again, but not because you boys had seen it before, but because, as previously mentioned, Amy said to me, "You're not wearing that on a podcast," and so I had to get changed. But
You're not wearing it on a podcast?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, our YouTube
sometimes-
numbers aren't huge, are they?
No,
Oh,
I
then,
mainly forget to upload this to YouTube a lot, and sometimes that's for legal reasons.
Or
And
depending
so-
what Mike said.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we got Mike, we got Harry, and excitingly, we've got Lewis. How are you, Lewis?
Oh, blessings, friends and listeners. It's good to be back with you after missing the last episode. I'm very excited to have my own theme tune. Thank you, Phil.
No problem. Happy to help. It does mean that Mike hasn't got one, and that's not
okay.
a dig, Mike.
No,
Yeah, that
I'm
is
fine with
sad.
that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's terrifying. I think it wouldn't reflect on me well having a theme tune. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Right, I've got a question.
Oh,
Before
good.
we get cracking.
I mean, do you
Yeah.
want to see how Lewis is?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was my first question actually. How is
Yeah.
Lewis?
Well, now that you ask, I'm fine, thank you. It's like I say, it's very nice to be back. I did miss being on the last episode, but I did enjoy listening to it back with you guys on. I very much enjoyed it.
Oh,
Oh, good.
lovely.
Thank you. I've got some admin, Mike. Should we do
Oh.
admin before your question?
Yeah, by all means.
So a couple of bits of admin. One is that those who listen to the Crumble episode will remember. Oh, the episode after the Crumble episode, a kind lady called Karen gave me a recipe for a rhubarb and orange crumble. You may remember we discussed this.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
We
I do
were-
remember.
we
It's a
were-
bit controversial putting orange in a crumble.
Yes, this is what we said. Citrus is a no-go. So I made the recipe the other week, and I forgot to tell you my feedback. Oranges
have it.
do not belong in crumbles.
Oh.
That is my
Oh.
feedback.
Oh,
But-
Karen.
But I am all for the zest of the orange being included in the crumble mix because that was really nice.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
So,
it wasn't
so
all
you didn't
bad.
like Joe's crumble wasn't any good then? Is that what you're saying?
Joe's crumble. What does
That was
Joe?
Karen's crumble.
Karen's
mate.
crumble.
Karen.
I just thought.
No. Most of the people who
Yeah,
ask
that's what I
questions
meant.
are Joe's. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was Karen. It's
Oh,
Karen's
okay,
crumble.
sorry, Karen.
Second piece of admin. I met up. So we did a podcast about Marmite just a couple of weeks ago, and we discussed Marmite or Vegemite. I met up with a friend of mine in London who's come over from Australia to visit, and she brought me over some Vegemite shaped biscuits.
Mm,
So next time we're all together, we can try them.
I'd
and
like
I'll
that.
get your feedback. They look
Delicious.
cool. They're in the they're in shapes of different parts of Australia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. What?
So on the box it says something like, "This one's in the shape of Tassie."
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the one I was
didn't
going to
enjoy
say.
the accent.
Yeah.
Did not
So
enjoy the accent.
Yeah.
Did she bring them because she'd heard the episode, or is it just
She bought them as a
Random chance.
gift. She bought them as a gift over. There's a chance it's not because she heard the episode. But let's
I mean, did
assume
you ask
that
her?
No, because that would be rude. I was just very grateful for them.
Oh, okay, fine.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is that our only Australian listener, that I was very proud that we had an Australian listener, is actually an acquaintance of yours. So
No,
technically,
Not our only Australian listener.
okay, sorry, beg pardon.
We have multiple Australian listeners, and actually, my friend who I met up with bought a selection of things from Australia for the children as well. So it's a chance. There is a chance that she was just bringing over some Australian stuff for us to sample.
Oh,
But
lovely.
as
I
it
look forward to-
happens, great timing on the back of the Marmite episode.
yeah, look forward
Jolly
to trying
good.
them.
Actually, talking. Sorry, going back to Karen, just
Yeah.
briefly. What?
Mm.
So when we talked about, or you did, because I don't think I was on that episode, but you talked about Karen and Mike. You said something about Karens. What was that?
Well, Karen. Yeah. So if you're a Karen, you're somebody sort of that like a middle-aged woman who complains a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So bear that in mind. So Amy, my wife, as you all know, is looking for someone to work in her shop currently.
Oh yeah.
And she interviewed someone called Karen the other day, and and my daughter said, "Oh, you can't employ her because they're miserable and whatever it was you said." Because Uncle
I
Mike
love
said,
that.
Uncle Mike said on the podcast.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So you need to be careful what you say, Mike, because you are influencing young children.
Well,
Also, my eldest was saying to me just last night that it was really funny when she heard that Uncle Mike collapsed on the toilet, fell through a door, and rolled down the flight of stairs.
Yeah.
So that's good that she's had that image.
Yeah, well, it's good that all our children are starting to listen. My daughter's just started listening, but she did give the feedback. She listens before she goes to bed, and she's never yet got to the end of an episode.
no. Yeah. True story. My wife puts earpods in and listens to us every night as well, and barely ever gets past the first 5 minutes. So
does seem quite insular, this. So I'm hoping your question maybe broadens.
Oh yes,
things.
yeah. What's your question?
Oh yeah,
Mike?
well I've got two questions. First
Okay.
of all, I haven't watched it for a very long time. In fact, I think I only have watched one series. But the Great British Bake Off is on tonight.
Michael, I'm so sorry. I'm excited about your question, but the angle you've got, your nose has never
Once
looked
again.
bigger. Right. Yeah.
Oh, I saw a program tonight on Apple TV that there's a monkey that's got a nose like mine. A whole breed of them. I'm going to find that out. I'm on my phone. I'll find out what they're called and I'll let you know.
Those
The
of you who have
big nose monkey.
Just Google. If one of you could just quickly
It's
Google
a
now.
really unfortunate angle. It really is. I mean,
okay, how's that?
Yeah, that's better. Lewis, I know you listened to the podcast, but was it on YouTube? Because there was some very unfortunate angles of Michael on last week.
I heard about the unfortunate angles. I was listening on audio only. I did decide I really wanted to go to the YouTube to watch.
Well, if one of you could just quickly Google, because that's really it's sort of moved on now. But I would just like to confirm there is a breed of monkey that has a really big nose.
Is it the proboscis monkey?
Yes, it's a whopper, isn't it?
It is special.
Yeah.
I've got a supplementary question.
It looks a bit like our friend Pip.
Okay, good.
Anyway, sorry, go on.
What I was just wondering what monkeys ate. What do monkeys eat?
We'll talk about that in a second, Harry.
Okay.
2/3 of a monkey's diet is fruit. Anyway,
Michael, wait, hold.
Okay.
Because much as I don't want a close up of your nose like that, I can hear you better. I can hear you better when I have got that close up.
I'll do that, and then you can't see me. You just see the ceiling. Right.
Secondly, the angle you were giving us looks like there's a series of books that my children have got. They're like fairy something, and it'll be like Isla the Igloo Fairy or Laura the Lamppost Fairy or whatever it is. It's always the same storyline in these books, but there's hundreds of them.
Yeah,
do you know the ones
I know the ones. I do know the ones you mean.
Yeah, fairy something or other.
When I looked like one of those fairies.
No. The storyline in the book is always there's a goblin, and always the goblins. That's what you look like. You look like the drawing
lovely.
The
we got there at the end
in those books.
Yeah, or Cyril Sneer from the Raccoons.
Oh yeah,
good.
Well, there you go. That could be my theme tune. There you go. The Raccoons theme tune.
Yes,
just the Cyril Sneer. Just there is a Cyril Sneer bit. Did a little. If you could just clip that would be great.
Bring it on next week.
Anyway, I do have 2 questions. So, the Great British Bake Off is on
This
at the
week,
moment.
listeners, we're talking about bananas.
Oh yes. So, yes, I'm watching the Great British Bake Off in the background. Not watched it for many a year. Great to see Alison Hammond finally getting some TV work, and I know that there must be I'm assuming there is a deaf contestant because there's a man doing sign language at all times when the judges are there. And my
Cut him off.
question is,
Cut him off. For goodness sake.
well, my question is,
This is
when
why
they-
we can't have anything.
Will!
This is why we have nothing on YouTube, Mike, because of legal issues like this.
no, it's fine. It's not going where you think it's going. But when they replay this at like 4 o'clock in the morning, just before they show the repeat and countdown, will they have the man doing the sign language over the top of the man doing the sign language?
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's all I wanted to know.
So the Cypriot national anthem is
I
Mike.
know you normally use that as the cutoff. I know you
It's
do.
the
Yeah.
silencer. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
did think it was Cyril Sneer's music, and I'm like, I don't remember that.
yeah, do you think? I don't know. Yeah, I'd be interested to know if anybody does happen to catch the repeat in the early hours of the morning where they have the sign language people on. Why do sign language people have to get up so early to watch television as well? Deaf people. Anyway, that was a quick question. Second question.
Oh, there was a second.
Penguins. You know the chocolate bar penguins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've never really been mad for a penguin, but I have started to enjoy eating them like layer at a time. Anyway, that's not my question. My question is, why don't they make penguins the size of other chocolate bars? Why are they so much smaller?
You've opened a can of worms here, Michael.
Because it's a chocolate biscuit.
Yeah. Same
Yeah,
size
but
as
why don't they make one the size of a Twix?
Why don't they make a whopping great digestive?
Good point. Well,
yeah, that is a good point.
A Rocky is the same size as a.
Yeah,
a,
why
um,
don't? Yeah, so why? Yeah, but Rocky, you've got a Twix if you want a Rocky caramel. But you're right. Yeah, why don't they make size chocolate bar size chocolate biscuits?
Well, hang on. You're saying we're right. You
Yeah.
made this point, Mike. You've made a point and then said, "Yeah, good point."
Why are chocolate biscuits so much more than chocolate bars? That's what I want to know.
Well, because
they're for lunch boxes, maybe. Like
Yeah.
a little
And you-
taster.
And you might
If you
eat
get a
three.
meal deal, guys, you're not getting a penguin, are you?
True.
You're getting a full size chocolate bar.
yeah, but adults get meal deals. Kids generally don't.
So a penguin's only for kids.
It would appear that way.
Would you?
Would
When we do our penguin episode, Mike, we'll
Yeah.
chat about this. But I just
All right,
worry
fine.
because
Fine.
on my clock here, we're 13 minutes in. I
Yeah.
said the word bananas earlier, but
Okay.
purely just to hold listeners in.
All right, fine. Go on.
I'm excited to see when Phil's edited this of what 13 minutes looks like. in
Yeah.
reality.
About 3.
Two minutes in, we've been going on for 13 minutes.
We've just
Okay,
heard
fine,
the
guys.
Lord
Bananas.
is my shepherd.
Yeah. Lewis is fine. Go.
Go on then, Phil.
So bananas. Where do you think they originated, gents? Because I was wrong here. Where do you think they originated?
Ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
That's your
they're-
guess, Lewis?
Oh, I'm gonna say waka waka. Hey, this is Africa.
Okay. cool.
Oh, back onto the gap.
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm
brilliant.
gonna say.
Oh, I went to Uganda.
Oh, don't grow them in Uganda.
It wasn't a gap year, guys. I took
You've-
time out from my
you've
job.
not-
I took
you've
a
not had-
brief.
You've not had a banana till you've picked one fresh from the tree.
I took a brief hiatus, and actually, it was largely plantain rather than bananas that I was
Of
eating.
course it was. Okay, serious answer. Dominican Republic. That's what the
Well,
that's what the sticker always says on
we
the ones
did
we get.
do a project about that at school, but I think no. Isn't it
I,
something like
I honeymooned in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. Okay, good. Australia, I'm going to say.
Any bananas as part of that weekend?
What in Dominican
Dominican
Republic?
Republic? Bananas
no,
feature anywhere in your
oh,
honeymoon?
A weekend
I was
honeymoon,
going to say
Dominican
you went there
Republic.
for the weekend. That's
What?
spent most of your time traveling.
Like an 11-hour flight. But strangely, on the flight home, we had to sit on the runway for an hour because they were loading fruit, and they do grow bananas in the Dominican now. But
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
At least,
now
at least you were on the plane, Phil.
yeah, I got on that plane. Yeah, so that was a bonus, which was good. So Harry is closest. It was Papua New Guinea is where they originated. So
When you say he's closest, with his answer, rather than being north of Winterbourne Stickland compared to,
yeah, Papua New Guinea, Southeast Asia, one of those near New Zealand, one of those fun islands.
okay,
So they originated there. It's a common misconception that they were South American, but that's where they're mainly grown now. And the banana didn't taste like the bananas that we have now. They've been crossbred and all of that gumph. Around 330 BC, Alexander the Great took some bananas back from India into Europe, and India is still one of the biggest growers of banana. I think they're the biggest growers of bananas in the world now.
when you say he took some from India to Europe, surely they'd have gone off by the time he got there.
Well, I'm glad you said that, Mike, because this is the joy of the banana.
Mm.
The banana is picked. So a bunch of bananas, there's about 200 bananas on a bunch when it's picked, and they're picked when they're very green. And they're like the first fast food in a way, because you can pick them, travel with them, and they would last a good couple of weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks, whilst they're ripening to get to the color that we have them now. The yellow bananas we know now. In the past, there's been brown bananas, red bananas, green bananas, all sorts of colors of bananas. But then the ones we have now are yellow. But they've got a hard.
How have there been red bananas?
Well, they just have been.
It's a different variety.
I mean, carrots didn't used to be orange, Mike.
Do you know why?
What? They were green, weren't they?
The Dutch.
The Dutch.
What did they do?
Well, because they're.
Hang on, Harry. Don't start.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Right, go on then. The Dutch.
Well, so they used to be all different sorts of colours, and you can still get them all different sorts of colours, like red and like really dark red, almost black, and yellow, and all sorts of different colours. But the Dutch bred them to be orange because William of Orange was from Holland, right?
Right.
And their football shirts were orange.
Their football shirts are orange. Lovely Nathan Ake. But So anyway, so they bred them, and then everyone liked the colour, and all carrots that we see now are bred from those ones that the Dutch bred in the first place.
So can we work back? Like if we wanted some red ones.
Oh well, still can. You still can buy red ones. You
can
go onto a heritage. Well, not. I mean. I'm sure you can buy them in Waitrose.
Yes.
But, I mean, the sort of heritage varieties they're called.
Yeah.
And you'd be able to buy the seeds and grow them. Yeah.
Well, how hard is it for me to grow a carrot?
Oh, quite
easy.
easy.
Quite easy.
I mean, I'm difficult.
Even a red one.
Difficult in your garden because it's all AstroTurf. But
that's true.
All different sorts. I'm going to buy you a packet of red carrot seeds.
Yes, please. I'd like that. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, back to bananas. Yeah.
So bananas, lots of different colours, and all of that jazz. Now bananas, and this will blow your socks off, especially Michael. Bananas are actually a herb and a berry.
What now?
Bananas are a herb.
Yeah.
And a berry. And Harry, you might debunk this, but I've looked it up.
No, well, a berry is defined as something that has a seed inside it. Now, most of the bananas that we eat are actually seedless varieties, a bit like grapes these days. But
yes,
if you cut open a banana, that black bit sort of in the middle, that's where the seeds would be.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can understand it's a berry, and I did actually know that. Well, I didn't know, but now you've said it, it's reminded me that it is actually technically a herb. Yeah, very much like sweet corn is technically a grass, as you may or may not recall.
I remember.
So it's in the old binomial system of rating plants. Sometimes you do get these Miscellaneous ones.
Binomial sounds like quite a niche category on Tinder.
Exactly. These. I mean, I don't know if I meant to delete that or not.
I think that's safe.
And very speedy. That was incredible.
It was very good. Your knowledge
Yeah.
of Tinder is exceptional, Mike, for a married man.
Yeah.
They're a herb and a berry. Now, bananas are the banana plant itself has to be cloned. So all banana plants are pretty much the same. So they're not like other plants that will adapt to different things and viruses. And is viruses a word, Harry? On
Viruses, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So they're cloned.
Because virus isn't a brand name, obviously.
Yeah. Thank you. So they're cloned. So most banana plants that you see will have all stemmed from the same group of banana plants around the world. So that's why they're very similar. But it means that if they're not adaptable, then they can easily get wiped out by disease. So the top banana for hundreds of years, and I said top banana,
Top banana.
Very nice.
Top banana.
was the Gros Michel or the Big Michael.
Oh,
As it, that was the top banana for hundreds of years,
Oh.
wow.
and that banana didn't taste particularly like the banana we have now. But in the 50s, it was wiped out by Panama disease, and you can't really buy them anymore. There's a farmer somewhere in Hawaii who apparently still grows them, I imagine, at a crazy price. But after
did
that,
they taste significantly different to the bananas we've got now?
yes, they did.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know, if you have banana flavored things, so a foamy banana milkshake, any other banana things really, banana flavored things. Actually, if you close your eyes and think about the taste of that, it doesn't really taste like a banana now, does it?
No, you're right. Like banana, I've got banana hair treatment. It's very good. Very
Why
good.
do you eat that?
Well, I don't eat it, but it smells. It smells of banana milkshake and banana, sweets.
Because people like that taste. That taste is actually a very good replica of the original Gros Michel banana.
Big
Well,
Michael.
can we bring that back? Can we bring that back, please, Harry? Because I don't really like bananas now.
The problem is the Gros Michel were wiped out by Panama disease, and they're very susceptible to it. And people have tried regrowing them, apart from this guy in Hawaii, and haven't had much success.
So what? Because Panama disease is still massively prevalent.
I don't know. I can't answer every question. I mean,
No, fair enough.
But there is a what would you call it? What is it? It's a
Banana.
No.
Oh, Banana Man.
Sorry, I was just thinking that Big Michael could be Mike's theme tune for next week. Banana Man.
That's brilliant idea.
There's a lot of cartoon option. There's a cartoon theme running through this.
Yeah, there is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was distracted. Sorry. Can I just ask what is the banana shampoo treating your hair for, Mike?
It gives you a good, healthy scalp.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Could you mush up bananas and just put them on your hair?
I don't know. I leave it in there for a little while. I'll see I'll paint you a picture. I put it on, lather it on early doors.
Oh, lovely.
Sit in the bath, have a soak, play a bit of Words with Friends, and then after I've got through all the open games I've got to play, I'll rinse it off.
I don't like the idea of having an electronic device in the actual bath with me.
I'm not plugged in. I'm not charging it. It's a phone. You don't ever have your phone in the bath?
No, I'll have like some music on, and the phone will be to the side of the bath, but I'm certainly not holding my phone dangerously over
Oh,
water.
I'm a big online scrabbler in the bath.
I remember.
I
What do you
thought
mean you
Games
remember?
With Friends. I thought Games with Friends was a trendy new band I hadn't heard of, but it's actually a quiz thing.
No, Words with Friends. Yeah. No. Just like a Scrabble. Get an online Scrabble.
So get this. This will blow your mind. Getting back to
again.
bananas.
Yeah.
So the Gross Michel contained a chemical called isomyl acetate, and that
Wait, there isn't that what they talk about in the Prodigy song Firestarter?
Could do.
I honestly don't know.
Acetate.
No, I think
No.
you filled the gaps there because you
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to. You have moved quite far away from the microphone, Michael.
Okay.
He's in the bath.
Yeah, please.
I'm thinking of something accusane.
Yeah, you are.
Hmm.
Yeah, psychosomatic acetuzane.
Oh,
or
that's
something.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that isn't in bananas, but isomyl acetate was in the Gross Michel banana, and that is the chemical which gives that taste of banana flavored things even to this day, and people really liked it. And when people moved on to the Cavendish bananas, which is what we eat now, the Cavendish variety,
Named after Mark.
the Cavendish variety is a lot sweeter, and people didn't like it as a flavoring, so they stuck with the isomyl acetate. And even though they didn't have the Gross Michel bananas left, they found that the isomyl acetate can be discovered in pears.
Oh, this is confusing me.
Whoa,
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
for a long time, the banana flavoring that we've had that I wasn't alive in the 50s, but that was used for sweet flavorings, sweets, drinks, etc., was actually from pears.
What
So
the
wait there,
heck?
you're
What
telling
the
me-
heck is in pear drops?
Right.
Hang on.
Oh god.
This is also in pear drops.
So wait there, are you
If-
telling me that they put a banana and a pear in a room, dim the lights, put on some Sade, and that is now what we've got as bananas now?
No. What I'm saying is that this chemical can be found in both bananas and pears. And if someone was to wave that chemical under your nose, you would possibly think, oh, that smells of bananas, even though it's come from a pear, because you associate that smell with banana flavoring.
Right.
But in fact, it's usually come from pears.
Wow.
So when we're having a banana milkshake, it could be the chemical from pear.
Yeah, along with some other flavorings.
I thought that somebody had taken a Cavendish and a pear, hooked them up, and that was what we now have as bananas. But I've misread the story.
I don't think I intonated any romance between the fruits.
Fine.
You've added that storyline yourself.
There was definitely talk of crossbreeding at some point somewhere in your tale.
Cloning.
Cloning, not
cloning?
crossbreeding, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that chemical is found in pears and bananas. So that is used. They can get it from the Cavendish banana now, but that particular chemical smells of the original Big Michael bananas, which is a big surprise. I was surprised. But now we have Cavendish bananas, which make up 99% of all bananas in the world. They also are cloned when they're grown. The plants are cloned, but they're not affected by Panama disease, which is why we've got them. But if there was another disease to come along, because they're all the same, it would wipe out all of them if there was a problem, and then we'd be back to square one with bananas. It's quite a worry.
When you say cloned, are they taking root cuttings?
Well, that's a good question.
It sounds like cloning is saying there's some sort of laboratory somewhere.
Banana fruits are parthenocarpic.
Oh.
Which means they don't need to be pollinated to produce fruit.
So they're half a Kaparnik and half a what?
No, they're parthenocarpic. Lovely, yeah. They're commercially propagated through cuttings, which means they're
Yes.
all clones. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Got it? Okay,
Got
cool.
it.
I was just imagining someone in a white coat doing some terrible experiment.
Yeah, Dolly the
But
sheep.
no, it's precisely.
Oh, Dolly. Oh, poor Dolly. We've been here before.
We have.
So I'm going to make up a quiz during the quiz theme. I have got about 15 seconds.
Oh, this is
It's a
good.
quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz. I've got a cracker. I feel like I have, but that's only because I've had 15 seconds to think about it. And usually my ideas after a while I realise are terrible. I will start some quiz music, quiz tension. Bear with me. So I've got a tab open on my computer at the moment. At the top it says cloned bananas. CLONED BANANAS. Now I would need to take it in turns to go around.
You went a bit Gwen Stefani there.
Yeah, I did think your swear word was coming.
Yeah.
My apologies. So I'm going to go around, and you've got those letters. You might want to write them down. Cloned bananas. And all you have to do is tell me a word that is 2 letters or more that you can make out of the letters in cloned bananas.
Oh, you are playing.
Oh.
I mean, this is playing into Mike's hands here. Yeah.
Okay. And you can't say cloned or banana or bananas.
Oh, okay.
Michael, please, by all means, move closer to your microphone, and you can start.
Ban.
Harry.
What did he say? I did. What?
B-A-N. Ban.
Oh, ban. Okay, well, along those lines, band.
Very good. I've turned off the tension music
Yeah,
because
because-
Mike is very quiet. And
It might be
really
sort of
sorry,
doing
guys.
some sort of aerobic workout or something in his room.
I'm just going to get pen and paper. I take this very seriously.
Oh,
okay.
I'm not near a pen and paper, so I'm rapidly going to lose this game. But then it's fine.
Lewis.
So sorry, we had ban. Was yours banned, Harry?
Yes.
Well, I'll have bands.
Clever. Mike. I
Very good,
want this to be as rapid as possible, if you wouldn't mind, gents.
Cob.
Ban. What did you? Is it cloned bananas with an
Yes.
S on the end? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Cob. C-O-B.
Okay, Harry.
Cob. Oh, yeah. Sand.
Lovely.
Done.
Bane. We are going to
Gonna
be here all night.
You're going to make it slightly harder. Have to be 4 letters or longer.
Cloned. Bananas. Need.
Labs.
Hang on.
Need isn't a word. There's not 2 E's, is there? So I've lost. Terrible shame.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Harry's out. It's Lewis versus Mike.
Okay. Loan.
Good.
How are you spelling that, please, Lewis?
LOAN.
I'll have loan. L-O-N-E.
Okay.
Straight back.
Then I will have loans. LOANS.
Okay, no more pluralizing words.
Okay.
Ooh.
No.
I will have bend.
Okay. Now this is going to test my spelling, which is not brilliant. Nabs. If you nab something, is that an N or has that got a silent?
Sounds plural.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh well, I think you can have a plural word if if you'd said nab and then he'd said nabs afterwards. I think.
Sorry. You sorry. I didn't realise you'd replaced. Sorry. I didn't realise you'd come out of the quiz and automatically, as a result of that, become referee of the.
Yeah, of course.
the quiz.
I mean,
I am a grown man, Malcolm.
Yeah, precisely.
I'm a
Okay.
grown man, Malcolm.
Just,
I'll have clean, please.
NAB is the National Australian Bank. Is it
Yeah,
a
that's what-
word spelled NAB?
Of course it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
it
nab.
is, yeah.
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 Lobes.
Okay, yeah. Again, we're not yet fine.
Or lobe, if you
All
have
right.
lobe.
I'm now going to turn it to tennis, so you've got 5 seconds maximum to say your word.
All right, slob.
Just to keep Michael happy, and tennis related, lobs.
Deal.
Okay, now I'm struggling. I mean, in my house when the kids were little, nanas.
Benek.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh dear.
Congratulations, Michael.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Big
you. Very
Michael.
much enjoyed that. Very much
That
enjoyed that.
was the very quickly improvised quiz. It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz.
So I think on social media, our listeners can use the hashtag bring back mints or mints. But anyway, carry on.
which I loved and I did absolutely brilliantly at. I've got that home.
100%.
Yeah.
It was anyone who's been in touch since the episode we did on polos has said how much they enjoyed your quiz, Harry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to the next mint or mints based show that we do. Now, earlier on, I put out a post on the socials asking for questions, and we had a few. I maybe excited a few listeners with a photo, and I apologise for that.
If we could just, we should probably make reference to that because it was a picture of you. The best way I can describe it is you were the equivalent of a mermaid, but banana instead of a fish fin. So, yeah, what was the thinking there, Phil? Just that sex sells, or?
Well, it does, and I think the amount of questions we've received is obviously shows that because we've been inundated. But I've got various topless pictures of me that I have turned into gifts for our friend Anthony. And one year, I posed. I think I was probably wearing something somewhere on my body, but I posed in a suggestive way, at least topless.
No, you were naked. You had a cushion.
Nothing with a headband on.
Why were you there, Mike?
I wasn't there, but I remember. Still now, when I close my eyes, it burns the eyelids. I remember the picture.
Yeah. So I managed to get this. I photoshopped my top half into an open banana peel, and then made that a lovely wrap round mug for Anthony. That's why that picture exists. So yeah, apologies. So I am going to say the first question has to be from Joe.
Of course it does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know that banana flavoring is derived from an extinct variety of banana, which is why it tastes nothing like a normal banana?
Wow.
Well,
done the research.
Yeah, I mean, I do find some of the questions that we get are more help with research.
Which is appreciated, I'm sure.
Absolutely, they must know the lack of research that goes into this podcast.
Yeah.
Joe's got a husband called Phil. She says, my Phil hates bananas because he says the taste experience is like shoving it in your nose, ears, and mouth at the same time. And she apologizes, Harry, because this is another statement.
Yeah. I did feel a bit guilty about that.
Yeah, well, have you ever shoved a banana in your nose, ears, and mouth at the same time?
I mean,
if I could just reference back to your honeymoon in the Dominican Republic. I don't like the texture of a banana. Oh yeah. Another theme tune for me potentially. I don't like the texture of a banana. So
Don't you?
just
What, the
just thought
outsides
I'd put that out there.
or the
No,
actual the fruit
you
in the
got the
middle?
inside, and then you got that weird sort of skanky, skinny bit as well. That you
Yeah,
know,
like the rind almost.
yeah, not a fan of the old nana.
The pith.
Is it the pith? Yes, the pith.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, it could be. Yeah, I
What's the function of the pith? Is it to grip the skin to the fruit?
Yeah, some sort of adhesive, I imagine,
Yeah,
in the
binding
growing
agent.
in the growing process. I didn't like bananas for years because I had a sort of underripe one once, and they are disgusting. But I do eat them again now.
Do you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
I
them.
love it.
I don't mind them with custard or covered in cream and ice cream and hundreds of thousands. I'll have a banana split, but you would never ever catch me just sat on the sofa eating a banana.
No.
Never.
So, this is going to rock your world. Tuesday was jam sandwich day in our house,
Oh
and
gosh.
It's good to have
growing
it's
up,
good to have a schedule.
it's good to have a schedule. I've talked about this previously,
Mm.
and the jam sandwiches. Occasionally, Mrs. B would slice up a banana, put it in as well. Banana and jam sandwich.
For
Now,
goodness sake.
yeah. Now, Joe, another Joe, my Joe,
Yeah, okay,
was talking
yeah.
to me about. She's a big fan of a banana sandwich, and if
Oh.
she's feeling crazy, she'll have banana and jam sandwich. But
Yeah.
banana sandwich is wrong, isn't it?
It's
we've
all
got-
wrong. It's
Yeah.
all wrong. If you're gonna have jam and banana, put it in a cake.
Yeah,
Leave bread out of it.
Yeah, I agree with you on this occasion,
Oh
Michael.
dear.
What about
horrible.
though? What about though? Listen, hear me out.
Mm.
You get a couple of pieces of white bread.
No.
You wait, Michael, patience.
Oh.
You butter the insides lightly. You slice up your banana. You put it in there. Bit of sugar, bit of cinnamon. Put the lid on. Okay, then butter the outsides of the bread. Put it in a frying pan. Make like a banana toasty.
Oh, put it in
No.
a
You know
Breville.
what?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put it in the Breville if you got a Breville,
No.
or a lean mean fat grilling machine.
George
But-
Foreman.
George Formby grill. Yep.
Yeah.
Pancake,
George-
fine. Waffle, fine. Cookie dough, fine. Cake, not a problem.
I'm
But
not
don't
on
be
board.
putting it in bread.
Yeah, I'm not on board with the banana sandwich.
But
I
this
gotta
is-
say.
This is because you think bread is savoury, right?
Yes, very much
Okay.
so.
Whereas I
Yeah.
think bread is inert. It's neither
know.
one thing or another.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's the versatility of bread. I've got a quiz question.
Yes.
Hang on.
What food? Oh,
Do you
What-
need a theme or
no,
not?
no. What food substance was not rationed during the Second World War, but was then rationed afterwards?
Bananas?
No, not bananas.
Oh, it's a shame. That would have linked quite nicely
I'm-
to the podcast.
I'm going to say apples.
No.
Then, I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you a quick clue. I was literally just talking about it, which is what made me think of it.
Jam?
No,
Okay.
Bread?
bread.
Oh.
That's an interesting facts. It's educational as well as inane.
Ah.
Gosh, there's
And
been
actually,
some
that's a
wonderful
good-
facts tonight.
That's a good hashtag.
I've got another one that I learned
Educational
tonight.
hashtag.
Do you know-
inane. Yeah.
Do you know
sorry.
why David Attenborough? What David Attenborough's got to do with the colour of tennis balls?
Did he
This-
suggest that they should be yellow?
Well,
Why am I nervous about what he's
Yeah,
saying?
no, nothing to be nervous about.
I'm
the-
hovering over buttons.
No,
Is
I learned this. I learned this today.
No. Is it because when tennis balls are grown in the Dominican Republic, they're actually green, and then they go across the sea?
All
With
it was
yeah.
David Attenborough used to be involved in the production of the tennis on television,
Yeah.
and tennis balls at that time were white.
Yeah.
And
were.
he said, no, I need them to be a different colour so they stand out on television. And they experimented and came out
Yeah.
with this sort of neon yellow, which is now the tennis balls. It bears no relevance to anything we've talked about, but I just thought I'd mention it. I was
Was it-
fascinated to know that David
Yeah.
Attenborough was behind it.
I'm
Lovely.
fascinated, but I'm kind of confused that Wasn't that not in the days of black and white television?
Yeah, good point.
No, because
ooh.
because in the longest ever or greatest tiebreak, which was Bjorn Borg versus John McEnroe, which they always play when it's raining at Wimbledon, that's in colour, and they're using white balls there.
There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, David Attenborough,
There you go.
influential in the tennis world as well.
Joe carries on to say, "Why
Very
Yes.
much
do
like Tim Henman.
monkeys?" Thank you. Why? I mean, they always have a banana now, don't they? At the tennis, in
They
between.
do,
games.
yeah.
That is true.
A lot of potassium. What's potassium?
Lot of
Well,
potassium.
there's not
Oh.
actually a huge amount. There is potassium in bananas, but it's a bit of a myth that there's loads of potassium in bananas. They've done well to position themselves as the potassium
Oh.
givers, but they're not like, I mean, they're not huge.
But if you've got underripe tomatoes, you put it in with your underripe tomatoes, and that ripens them up.
Oh, I was going to say that, Harry. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you have to be careful of is not putting your banana in your fruit bowl, because it'll speed up the process and they'll all go off very quickly.
Because it's got ethylene in it.
Ethylene, yeah. I don't know how the heck she got in there, but yes, it has. Yeah.
Do you know what fruit contains the most potassium?
Oh, it's going to be pears, isn't it? Because they get used for everything.
No.
What
I mean,
fruit?
whatever you say, I'm going to imagine a tennis player eating it.
Okay.
I'm going to say rhubarb.
I'm going to say gooseberry.
Grapefruit.
Oh,
Fair enough.
grapefruit.
Oh, see Novak with a tin of grapefruit on the side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why do monkeys open bananas at the bottom, like I have done in my topless photo?
Because so my daughter told me the answer to this just before I came on air, which is because they use the stalky bit as a handle.
Yeah, they do this in other parts of the world as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
you hold on to it via the stalk.
I can't open bananas without crushing them. Whether it's because I'm really strong or because
Could be.
I haven't got a good technique.
It could be.
All right, Michael. All right.
And now I have nuts to attend to.
Precisely. Why don't you try opening from the other end? In fact, what have you got? Have you got a banana in the house?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Go
and try and do it now?
Let's do it live now.
Go.
I'm so plugged in, so you'll have to do some small talk.
Yeah.
I normally use a knife.
While he's getting the banana,
Oh,
why do bananas turn black?
I don't know.
Why do they? Is it when they're black inside? Is that all bruising? Are they like Natasha Bedingfield? Do they bruise easily? What's the scenario?
I presume it's just the continuation of the process. They go from green to yellow, and they both go from yellow to black. I mean, they're not actually being produced for human consumption. They're actually being produced to set seed, although they are seedless.
Oh no! Don't start with this again. Don't. I can't.
So
makes my head spin.
Their end game is to break down, and so start the growing process. Anyway, Phil now has his banana.
Okay.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with this banana?
We're going to watch you open it and tell you what you're doing wrong.
Why don't we all tell you one different thing you've got to do with the banana?
Mouth, ears, eyes, or whatever it was.
But by the way, Mike, that looks like a tremendous hat you're wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's a cushion.
That yellow cushion.
Yellow halo.
You look a bit like a gnome from.
Sorry. Oh yes, off Tinder. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, eat the banana. Right.
The bottom of this banana. There's no way. I don't know how monkeys do it. They must have claws or something that they rip it open with, because there's no way. There's nothing to grip.
Yeah.
So don't know how they do that. So So when I grab it, look, you can see it's turned into it's burst. It's burst.
Yeah.
Now I've got a bundle of mush. It's burst. Why has that happened? Is it strength, brute force? You saw.
Persevere with the other end.
Look at that now. Look at the top of that. It looks like someone stepped on it, and I've got to eat that now.
Yeah, because otherwise it's a waste.
Yeah. I don't like a soft banana. I like green ones, to be honest.
Oh no, they're disgusting.
I love a greenie.
Unless they're plantain in Uganda.
Yes, yes. That was all I ate for about the first week and a half.
Yeah, that's why you fainted and fell down the stairs.
Yeah, it was
There we go.
plantain,
Mystery solved.
and then one night I had a little bit of goat. But very limited
Oh, that's
diet,
the
guys.
next podcast.
Very limited.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
limited
gonna-
diet.
I'm going to, put it out there. This is the latest I've ever eaten a banana.
Oh, you're going to be up all night now. Oh,
It'd be all
dear.
that potassium. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on.
Exactly, yeah.
What does
Have a
potassium do to you guys, please? What's the benefit of potassium?
Stops you getting cramp.
Does it?
Potassium and sodium, they reckon, is related to
Cramp,
sort of cramping and muscle.
You might as well just eat salt then.
scurvy.
Yeah, well, you do. People do take salt tablets.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's used to
Well, what-
prevent gout or kidney stones, but probably
Why-
not during a tennis match.
yeah. I was saying, why is Novak not just, having a salt tablet?
It probably is.
It probably is in those drinks.
Oh, okay.
Because they're always drinking some sort of exotic brew and ignoring the Robinsons in the
Oh,
fridge. They don't have that in the
yeah.
fridge anymore. They have Coca-Cola now. Oh,
Yeah. They used to have milk, didn't they?
did they?
Well, I think they did. Do you remember the advert for milk? The word
Bold
said Ian
statement.
Rush.
Bold
he
statement.
played
You are
for Actors.
backtracking.
Well, there was the advert. There were two young lads. This is one for the youngsters.
With Ian
There
Rush.
There were two young lads, and
This is
there was.
Accrington Stanley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That advert was.
Yeah.
It was at Wimbledon, and they went to the fridge, and they started talking about that. Why they were talking about football? I might be making
Sure?
all of this
was
up.
was it not in
I-
their house? My memory is
Oh.
that they were like in their living room.
I think I might have merged two. I may have crossbred. I may have put a
Don't
Robinson's
clone
advert.
it.
I think I've a Robinson advert and a milk advert. I put them in a room, dim the lights, put on some Sade, and I think that's what's happened there in my head. My apologies.
Oh dear.
But
Well,
just-
back to bananas.
Yeah.
So
When my son was little, he loved the banana, but we if there was any kind of darkening or like get the little brown spots on it or anything,
Yeah.
he would only eat them until we convinced him that they were honey.
Yeah, well, they are the sweet bit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
from then on, it was called honey. And then he didn't like the end. Right at the end, you get sort of the little knobbly bit on the
Yes.
end. For
Yeah.
some
do that.
reason, he always called that the onion.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
bananas in our house were confusing because they could
Well,
say
yeah.
onions and honey.
Honey and onion.
I've left my onion here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not eaten the onion.
My dog would eat that. My dog loves bananas.
Does he? That's a bit weird.
Okay,
isn't it?
that might
Yeah, so
explain it.
Do your dogs eat bananas, Harry?
No.
Does
I
your
mean,
dog only like
cotton
bananas
candy.
because you've told him it's honey?
Possibly.
Yeah.
He can hear a banana being opened across the house. He'll come running.
Right.
Loves them.
He wouldn't be able to hear mine. Wouldn't be able to hear mine.
No, yours is more mushed than
Just-
snapped
yeah.
open.
Brute force. I've crushed it. The only purpose, that banana had really was to be put in banana cake or something. Rob asks, banana sandwich with butter, yay or nay?
Nay.
All said-
Nay.
No, with jam, it's fine, but not just on its own. No.
He is very pro, and it also works well banana on toast. Your views?
No. 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 No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I had sugar on toast once.
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
that's very popular. It's of the time.
Yeah.
But we're not talking sugar.
No, we're not. No.
Why was I taught to cut a banana with a knife and fork at school? Says Zoe.
Oh, Zoe.
Did she go to some French finishing school?
I don't know about that. Banana.
No.
The only. I do remember using a banana at school. When I was about 14, they took
Oh,
all the
no.
boys into one room.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on.
Come on, quickly, come on.
Oh
That was-
dear. Yeah.
What, with Mrs.
Well, I'm
Bartlett
not sure
in
why
the
that
home
sound effect's
education?
appropriate. I'm not sure why that sound effect has come into play there, but
ridiculous.
yeah, I do remember that lesson with bananas.
Right.
I don't
Good.
know what you're talking about. I don't understand. What you...
There wasn't the end of that sentence, so I
There was a
don't know
health
what to
visitor.
do
There was
now.
a health visitor came, and all the
Right.
boys were put into the. We were taken to the canteen actually, and the health
Yeah.
visitor got out some little packets,
Right.
and
What,
talked to the
salt?
boys.
Salt to put on your
No,
banana?
oh
But
dear,
it's really good.
no.
You put salt on it, and it's
Yeah.
really good if you're
Get
playing
all your-
tennis.
Yes.
I'm trying to be
Salt,
obtuse about this.
potassium.
A
Okay.
protective packets.
Right.
Protective packets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you
Oh
still
no!
still
Is this
struggling?
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
is this Lotus Biscoff?
Oh gosh, what? What?
Right. I just.
And now I have nuts to attend to.
Right.
Those
The
ones you,
listeners will know.
those,
The
those
listeners
little
will know.
packets
Let's
you
move
get
on.
in the coffee shop. No, I don't understand. I don't understand what Mike's saying.
Harry
I don't
will
understand.
tell you at the end. Okay. Once we come off, we'll tell you what is going on because I don't.
Oh, I know. I
wanna
can
have-
just use the word. I can use the word contraceptive.
Ah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Harry,
Right.
remember it?
No, well, no, I don't. But yeah, okay.
You're with
Do
us
you
now.
remember getting taken into a corner with Mike and a load of other boys and shown contraceptives?
No, because I wasn't until in Mike's year until slightly later on when he repeated one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. True story. True story.
Okay. Right. Let's get out of this. Carol says,
Carol,
"What are your views on banana chips?"
What?
Oh, I've forgotten
sorry.
about banana
Yeah.
chips.
Oh, they are horrible things.
Yeah, they are
They
horrible.
really are horrible. Some fruit is good when it's been dried or whatever, dehydrated or
Yeah.
whatever the heck they do to make banana chips. They are awful things.
Yeah.
I quite like an apple ring though.
Fine. It's soft still. It's soft, but
Yeah.
a banana
Yeah.
chip
Oh, they
is
are.
it's a teeth breaker.
It
I
sort
don't-
of reminds me of fruit and
Mm.
fibre.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's okay in there because you got the milk.
Yeah,
the milk.
it's nothing's mixed with it.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Banana splits.
Yes.
Is that the best? Is that the best use of a banana?
100%. Douse it in cream and ice cream and sugar.
I like
fantastic.
Sugar.
it's
on
a good
banana
use.
split?
Sugar
Oh.
strands.
Oh,
I think
I don't-
cooked banana is my favourite. Some kind of
Oh,
like
No,
a...
no.
Oh,
No.
really?
no,
Oh,
no,
cooked
no.
banana with... Oh, yeah. You put it in the... When you go camping and you put it in the foil.
Here we go. Pop it in
a
the
bit of
fire.
and a bit
have
of
a good week,
chocolate.
Lewis.
Oh, hang on. I think the bananas are done.
So you genuinely like cooked bananas, or are you just trying to
Yeah.
rile Mike?
Yeah, I genuinely like them.
I have been with Lewis, and he has produced cooked bananas before, with chocolate as well.
No, not for me. Not for me.
Yeah.
Although
Ah.
actually, my in desperation, sometimes my mother used to make smashed banana, which is basically just mashing up a banana and putting it in a bowl and having it for your pudding. That was,
Sounds exciting, though.
it's just exasperated, I think.
Oh,
But
dear.
yeah,
I'd
smashed banana.
image it as like smashed potato.
Same.
Well,
you
yeah.
added something to it and made. Ooh, sounds even
Well,
worse.
or it's an instant
Yeah,
banana.
instant
you buy in
banana.
a powder. Yeah,
Right.
tasting of gross Michelle, Vicky
And
Michelle's
pears.
sister.
Vicky Michelle.
So she took the time. She took the time to peel it and then mash it before handing it to you, rather
Well,
than you just getting a banana.
She probably just killed two birds with one stone and did Phil's technique of opening a banana, and it was already mashed by the
Right?
time you
Yes.
got it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know it used to be mashed with a fork. I mean, to be fair, she probably made us do it, but yeah, yeah, smashed banana.
Okay.
God, I haven't thought about that for years. Oh, I'm a bit sad now.
Oh dear.
Oh, the 90s.
Yeah. Good times.
Good time.
Cyril Sneer.
Yeah, before live and kicking.
Yeah. Yeah.
About 8:40. About that.
8:40. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
8:40.
And then on would come Phil Schofield and Sarah
Well,
Green.
Best said.
Yes.
Latterly Andy Peters. But
Yes.
yeah, it's also in the broom cupboard.
Okay.
As was Philip Schofield, in fact. and Andy Crane, who you can now hear on Golden Hits Radio or something I was reading the other day.
Ah.
The one
Andy
that Ken Bruce,
Crane?
Ken Bruce has gone to. What's he called? I mean, that
Greatest hits radio, isn't it?
Greatest hits radio, yeah. Simon Mayo said, "Come over," and they've all gone. And
there was also Simon Parkin, who was in the broom cupboard.
Yeah, and he does the weather, man.
He does. He's the weather on Meridian, on Meridian News.
He's ITV's Robert Schaffenacker, Thomas Schaffenacker. Great, the gopher.
I mean,
he was the original puppet.
We've got questions about bananas here, gents. I mean, you two have been talking about the inside of a cupboard for 2 minutes.
Otis the aardvark was a real low point, but
Down the flaming Crosby!
Right, okay. Liam says baked banana with a little bit of brown sugar, ice cream is amazing.
I think
gosh.
Otis the aardvark was with Simon Parkin, wasn't it?
I think he was, yeah.
Anyway, sorry, carry on, Phil. Carry on.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh.
Okay.
So people are baking bananas with brown sugar now.
Liam says baked banana, a little bit of brown sugar, and ice cream.
Sounds good to me.
I'll give it a whirl.
Get round
Liam or Lewis, because Lewis can answer for him. Do you bake your banana in the skin and then peel it, or?
Yeah. You can do it either way, to be honest. Yeah.
But how do you do it, Lewis?
Yeah, I would do it in the skin.
In the skin.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
On a barbecue.
Yeah, if a bit of foil wrapped around it, or just in the sort of in the embers of a fire.
Oh, Lewis loves a fire pit.
I do
love a fire pit.
So are you putting the chocolate in? Are you cutting the banana down the middle and then sandwiching the chocolate into it?
Absolutely, yes.
And then binding it up again.
Yes.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Famously, bananas are very hard to do up again once you open them. Like toothpaste.
I really didn't think the idea of banana and chocolate being cooked was going to be this controversial.
Well, you've let yourself down here, Lewis.
Yeah, there you go.
Susie says, "Wow, that's an image I can't unsee." Happy to help, Susie. Claire says, "Do others hold on to bananas for way too long with plans of banana bread before inevitably throwing them away?"
Yes. Every time.
That's because I imagine Claire's husband has some ridiculous notion that bread is savoury, and so he wouldn't countenance being banana and bread being in the same sentence. Let alone eating it.
Just call it banana cake. That's what it is. It's not banana bread. It's
I
banana
agree
cake.
with that, actually. Yeah, it's banana cake. Yeah.
Just come on, gang.
Big lockdown thing, wasn't it? Big lockdown thing, making banana bread.
I think what happens is every week, Claire, if this is my wife, Claire will buy too many bananas, and they'll sit there on the banana. We've got a banana hanger. We're pretty cool. But yeah.
How very middle class.
My goodness!
Guys, I don't know if I told you earlier, but you have to keep your bananas out of the fruit bowl. So yeah, a little bit of that.
How many bananas is Claire buying?
Oh, she'll buy a couple of bunches when really one is enough.
Right.
We're more of an apple family, really, but if she'll insist on buying the same amount anyway. So the bananas come, we whack them on the old banana hanger, and they'll sit there, and I'll say, "You bought too many bananas again." She'll go, "No, we're going to make banana bread." And then banana bread never really comes to fruition.
Yeah, that is the problem. That happens an awful lot. Often our children will say, well, my youngest is the only one who actually likes bananas, which is a bit weird. But she'll say, "Yeah, can you get me some bananas this week?" And after a couple of days, she's not interested in bananas anymore.
Yeah.
And then she'll be suddenly all over bananas, breakfast, lunch, and tea if she could. She goes through banana phases.
But I'll tell you what, bananas are quite interesting. I think I mentioned the banana hanger there. There was a bit of a craze in the last few years of banana guards that people were putting their bananas in to take with their packed lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, apples, Bruce. Where's the apple guard?
They don't squelch though, do they?
Raspberries,
apples are hardy.
Grief. They don't weather the storm very well. There's no raspberry guards.
Who puts loose raspberries in their lunchbox?
Well, no, but they're putting them in their Tupperware.
Yeah, okay, but you're not doing that with a banana necessarily.
Why not?
Well, I'm just saying.
The
Yeah,
banana
but-
guard is a Tupperware, surely.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't need Tupperware in Tupperware. It's a bit like having a sign language person over a sign language person.
Oh, hey, and
Yeah.
you've got a Tupperware lunchbox. Am I right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm talking about an insulated soft lunchbox. That's what I've got in my head.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. You don't see enough of the plastic lunchboxes these days, the little handle.
I'd say that. Do you
Well-
remember you used to have at school? You don't see them anywhere.
What was your lunch? Can you remember your favourite
Yeah.
lunchbox?
Thundercats.
Was it Thundercats?
Yeah.
I had one, I think, which I just had for a long, long time, and it was Roland Rat.
Nice.
Blimey,
Ribbons. Great. Great. I had Fraggle
He
Rock.
wasn't in the broom cupboard.
No.
No. No.
He was in one of those work tents. Do you remember? He used to live in one of those.
I don't remember
Yeah.
anything about the program. I just remember the lunchbox.
Oh. Yeah, Fraggle Rock for me.
Oh, very good.
Phil, do you have a lunchbox with a little handle?
I spent most of my lunch break just trying to play football. I didn't eat at school.
Oh, what a lad.
What
an absolute
I
lad.
sold my lunch to whoever would buy it and then went and played football. Sorry, Mum.
Crazy.
To whoever would buy it. I love it. Okay, like you were like the original eBay. Okay,
Yeah.
who's gonna okay.
Cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. But the thing
Yeah.
is,
Jam if it was Tuesday, but cheese normally.
we
Gotta have
had
a system.
free school meals. So we either had a voucher when we went up to middle school, and first school they made your lunch for you, regardless of what you liked. You were given what there was, and you were told you had to eat it.
Yeah. So
I don't like.
Whereas you just went, okay, it'll give me 10p.
Well, no, because in first school I had all sorts of problems because I don't like
Didn't you
fish.
just?
And
Sorry, what fish were they giving you for lunch? At first
tuna,
school?
tuna.
Oh, sorry,
tuna.
yeah, tuna. Yeah, beg pardon.
Every
Sea
day
bass,
tuna.
you know. Yeah.
Then they give you like a tomato or something. I hate that, or cucumber. Oh, it's the worst. But you have to just sit there. So often I didn't get out to play football, which is why when I reached the age of a middle school or year 5, for those who aren't in the middle school system, I would just sell my lunch because I was used to not eating any anyway.
Oh gosh, what a story. I do think the days where you have to eat all your lunch have gone, given the amount of lunch that come back in my children's lunchboxes each day.
Oh, it's mad. My children say they don't get enough time for lunch now. So it was an hour when I was at school, and likely when you were at school. Not sure what they did in London. Did they allow you outside, Lewis?
Oh yeah, under armed guard. Yeah, we went out. Yeah.
Into the smog.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, there we were coughing as we went. We could stay out just for long enough that we turned blue, and then they sent us back in again.
But
Great
nowadays they have half an hour to eat all that. Like get to the lunch hall and eat all their lunch and be at their tutor group in the afternoon. So they don't have much time to. If they want to play football, they've either got to not have lunch or not play football. You can't do both these days.
First or second sitting?
Oh yeah, those are the days.
Yeah. Happier times.
Well, not for you by the sounds of it, but yeah.
Well, I just played football. It was great, and I was
and he was absolutely loaded.
absolutely yeah.
Yeah.
I could buy as many pogs as I wanted. Yeah, it's great. Zoe says pet rabbits like brown bananas, and you can also freeze them. Which isn't a
What,
question.
your rabbit?
You can do that as well.
Oh, brown bananas. Yeah, I think occasionally I try the odd diet fad, lads, and I think I went through a stage of trying to freeze bananas to have them instead of ice cream. It wasn't good. They would turn black, and yeah, they weren't nice.
What is your least favorite moldy fruit?
Oh, least favorite moldy fruit.
You know, like
Okay.
bananas.
It should be least bad moldy fruit.
Has this question come from Joe?
One of the Joes.
Yeah. Least
No,
favorite.
just thinking about
I'm
brown
not
bananas. I wouldn't want to handle them. If you've got a moldy fruit
Yeah.
and you have to handle them and put them in the bin or
Oh,
whatever.
I see. I thought you meant to eat.
Oh, an
Mine's
orange.
an
An
orange.
orange
I
can
don't
go very powdery very quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Oranges are bad. Yeah.
Or an
Okay,
apple
oranges
that
it is.
doesn't look like it's mouldy, and then you pick it up and it disintegrates.
Oh.
Mm.
Grim. Anyway, enjoy that if you're trying to sleep right now. Banana
Oh,
sandwich.
they're long asleep, mate. Long
Go.
asleep.
Yeah.
Right. Kerry says banana sandwiches, yes or no?
No.
No.
Yeah. If you do make banana sandwiches, do you squish or slice the bananas? Do you add sugar or peanut butter?
Slice.
Oh, Joe's very passionate. It has to be. They have to be mushed.
Oh well, that's just smashed banana on bread. Variation.
Dear. And peanut butter. Does Joe like peanut butter, Lewis?
No, she's not a fan. I don't think many people in our house are a big fan.
Good. Very
Do you
pleased
want me to
hear
ask you a question about what Joe's a fan of as well?
Well, it depends
for
which Joe.
context?
Should we do it for any of the Joes who are asking questions? None of which
Yeah.
were my wife. Yeah.
Birthday cake.
No.
Does Joe like fish paste?
No.
No. Okay. Well, there you go.
Feel
Oh, there's a
like,
girl crying on Bake Off.
Oh
dear.
no!
Oh.
Well, that feels like as good a time as any to wind down this podcast.
I thought Mike was about to tell us what the sign language for a crying girl on Bake Off
She's
was.
not the
Oh,
deaf
yeah, what
one.
is it?
She's not the deaf one because the sign language guy is not out there with Alison Hammond consoling her. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like
spoiler alert for anyone who's
Yeah.
catching up on Bake
Sorry.
Off.
Yeah.
I feel like Harry's now lying down and disappeared. Mike is currently a window. Lewis is looking sprightly, but I also look tired. So it feels like a good time to go. So thank you
Okay.
very, very much for listening. Have you got any other business, gents?
Oh, I have. Do you want to hear about my
Okay.
any other business?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've been thinking, guys, and
Oh,
you know,
All right.
this is I'm going to mention this. I'm going to drop this bomb right now. I've been thinking we're on episode 21, recording at the moment, and I'm thinking by the time we get to episode 50, I'd like to do a podcast, like all the big podcasts do, in front of a live studio audience. And I am in conversations with local theatres,
Right.
and
Theatres.
and village halls, to
Front rooms.
yeah, and probably.
Have you checked in Australia? There's got to be a venue there for us.
Oh yeah, of course. I wasn't necessarily thinking of world tour at this stage. Maybe say that for
okay.
like when we turn 100 or whatever. But I am talking with local theatres, with some of their smaller rooms, and I'm thinking that what we could do is anybody named Joe will get in half price.
Lovely.
Well,
So
Although
yeah,
that is half our listeners, so we're not going to make any money.
keep them peeled. I mean, we're 30 weeks away, so I'm
Like
just
a
dropping
banana.
just dropping that little seed there now.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
I'm thinking it could be all about party food, and we could have party food for all the people that come to watch the podcast being recorded.
Yeah, more profit gone.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
Do you remember with that lunchbox used to become an enormous flask?
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Big
Matching
wide
flask.
thing. Matching flask. Yeah. Oh,
Shame.
those are the days.
They were.
Have you got any other business, Lewis?
No.
Harry?
No, I've just well,
I have. Oh,
I
they
was
sound
just-
so excited about it.
Well, yeah, I was just lamenting the death of Saturday morning television.
Mm.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday
Sorry about that.
blooming kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, Jamie.
Is that
thinks we
James?
killed it.
James Martin, smug man. I do
Oh
not.
no,
like
he's
him.
on the ITV equivalent, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he? He's
He
gone. Is
jumped
he?
ship to ITV, bit like Alan Titchmarsh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want
As a food
Don't get me
podcast, are we not supposed to enjoy these programs?
Don't get me started on
him.
Alan Titchmarsh, lads. Don't.
What about Poogatch?
Oh, I'm friends with the Queen. Get off, Alan.
Poogatch?
Oh, I don't want to make any more ground force programs. I'm going to go and make a program called Love Your Garden on ITV.
Oh, we have hit on a nerve. We have hit on a nerve.
Absolute
Yeah.
turncoat.
Yeah. Oh, follow the money.
Yeah.
Harry, your
Yeah.
your
Wouldn't
vocal
see
impression
Monty
was
doing that.
insane. We didn't see Monty.
Come on then, Phil. You only have a business before we wrap this right up.
Well,
Yes.
it's just a question, really. Not
Okay.
really about bananas, but I realised this morning, face moisturiser.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah. So you put moisturiser on. Half of that moisturiser must just go in your hands.
Yeah, so we're killing two birds, aren't you?
Mm.
Hand and face.
Yeah, but
They
it's
should-
not called hand and face. You buy special hand
Yeah,
cream for
yeah.
hands.
Oh, well, foolish people do because you're using the face cream for your hands. Why buy 2 bottles when you can only need 1?
Oh,
It's like
That's
the
a
Head and Shoulders.
I'm like
of cream.
the
Yeah.
money-saving expert. I am. Smash banana when you're running low, and only take 1 bottle into the shower.
Exotic.
I mean, actually, let's take this full circle. You could probably just smash up banana and rub it on your face. That would be a good.
yeah. Well, there you go.
Good
Yeah.
face pack.
Or put it in your hair.
Or put it
Yeah.
in your hair,
Yeah.
just all over your head.
Yeah.
Mate, next time you're in the bath, try and suffocate yourself with some smashed banana on your face.
I'll let you know
That's
how
how
it
you
goes.
get on.
All right.
All right.
Deal.
Bye.
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 Bye.